So let's talk about your time in Hong Kong. First season with Lehman, 15 appearances, 14 starts, 2 goals. That wasn't too bad for a striker slash midfielder. But how do you describe your first season in one word?
Unlucky.
I think everyone agrees with you, basically.
But one thing that you have to know is when I arrived in Lehman, I stopped the season in Thailand in September, so October, November, December, I didn't training, I didn't touch any ball. So when I arrived in Hong Kong, in Lehman, I training for 1 week and I play straight away against Eastern, full game. So normally you need a pre-season. I didn't get any pre-season. So I got always injury on my calf, so I was not 100% at all. I started to be 100% almost at the end of the season.
Yeah, excuse accepted. What is the
It's
most...
not an excuse, it's just a fact.
The reason accepted, okay. It's not an excuse, people. So what is the most memorable match for you so far?
When we won the cup,
Oh, what happened that day?
I was raining a lot.
Yeah, what else?
I missed a lot of chances,
Yes, of course.
but we won. So that's the most important.
But what happened because you had 2-goal lead and then the team blew it away, actually. But before the extra time starts, what is his pep talk like?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure he said that we must keep pushing and keep doing what we were doing. So yeah, we are not playing bad, I think, but the weather and the pitch was disaster. So, but for both teams, so it's not an excuse. And then yeah, we continued to play, and then we scored in the extra time. It was a perfect scenario.
That's crazy. So besides the artificial turf, what can you not get used to it now?
Nothing.
So it's good, everything?
Yeah, everything is good.
So this season, we are seeing you wearing number 9 again. What does the number 9 mean to you?
It's a killer number. It's a goal scorer.
Goal scorer.
Yeah.
One thing that we find surprising from your interview with the club is you have a very disciplined life. Is it you developed because of your family? It's like that too?
Yes, my mom and my father, they are like that also.
Give us a picture of the day in your life is like. So let's say you sleep at 8:30.
I'd say around 9:30 or 10.
Oh, it's a bit later now, okay? Then you wake up at...
5:30, 6.
Then you miss the nightlife in Hong Kong then?
Yeah.
What's a pity?
Why?
No, it's Hong Kong, you just go for the food and for the late night.
Yeah, but
isn't
it's
it?
my working time, so you have to be disciplined if you want to give your best in the field. So yeah. During my season it's like that, and then when I'm on holiday it's another thing. I like to enjoy with friends. I like I not go sleep around 9 o'clock. So yeah.
The coach will be happy to listen to this, I think.
That's good.
And then you wake up at 6 something.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
Depends. It depends. I go to the gym, or I like to play golf as well. I drop off. Yeah. Or I drop off my son at the school.
In the afternoon, then you go to training.
Yeah.
And then you come back.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Have dinner and play a little bit with my kids, and then go to bed.
Okay. Do you play FIFA or something?
No.
Never.
When I was younger, but not anymore. Yeah.
You prefer scoring goals in real life?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Tell us all the Cantonese you know, mate. You've been here for 8 months. Cantonese.
I don't know anyone. Teach me.
No.
Why not?
Why don't your teammates teach you? They are with you all the time.
Because we always talk in English, so.
They don't teach you anything Cantonese?
No.
Really. Do you have friends in the team?
We are all friends in the team.
Okay. Does local food appeal to you?
I'm not a big fan of local food.
Okay.
I can eat it, but I'm not a big fan.
So you like to cook your own food?
Yeah.
Like to buy all the French produce in the supermarket and go and cook your
Exactly.
French produce?
Exactly.
But how about that in France, the most famous French restaurant?
I never heard about that. I never been there.
I think the interview can be finished right now, actually. Okay, there's a big sort of questions for you. What is the biggest satisfaction you can get from football?
Scoring goals.
Okay, fair enough. But what motivates you to do better now?
The passion.
You still have passion?
Yeah.
Is it from scoring goals? Is it because?
Yeah.
What is the last red card when and for what?
I don't remember. I just remember one when I was in FC set, but just tackle.
For tackle?
Yeah. You know the striker, they don't know how to tackle, so yeah. It was a bad tackle, so red card straight away.
Okay. But what is the most valuable lesson you've learned?
No matter what happened, to never give up.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Always keep pushing forward.
Fair enough. But what annoys you easily?
When the referee took bad decision. I know it's human to,
No. Yeah.
but you know when you are in the game and you are angry about something, and then the referee give you a foul for nothing, and that's kind of things that annoy me.
Have you ever got a yellow card for excessive celebration?
Oh yes.
What did you do actually? Because right now we can't see you celebrate much except the drawing applause. You just stood there like it's numb to you.
When I remove my shirt or this kind of thing, but when I was younger, not anymore now.
Yeah, you're old now.
Yeah.
What is the craziest things you've seen fans have done?
When I was in the UAE,
Mm-hmm.
one of the fans put the sticker on his car of my face. Yeah.
You feel crazy or you're proud? Or you
I was proud, but he said, "Oh, he's crazy to do that."
He really loves you.
Yeah, a lot.
So for every season or is it for a period of time? How many times have you seen that car?
The time that I was there, so yeah, for like 2 years.
I don't know how to react. How many hat-trick goals have you got so far?
I don't remember. When I was in UAE, I scored a lot of hat-trick, and when Thailand I had one
It's not bad actually. When is the last time you came back though?
this morning.
No.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not huge
I want it to be true. I want it to be true actually.
No, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of McDonald's. I don't like it. Even when I brought my kids to eat there, I don't take anything else. I don't like.
That's proper for a sports person actually.
You can eat, not because you eat McDonald's, you're not a sportman. You can eat McDonald's sometime, but yeah.
How do you deal with a bad game? Like let's say Kichi 6 name. That name must be very bad for everyone.
Yeah, it was bad, but you have, I think, before to move to the next game, you have to know why you lost, and you have to analyze it to not make the same mistake for the next game. So, yeah, I mean, it took me one day to put the game out of my head.
So do you say that every game you have to watch back and to analyze the performance?
Yeah, even if you don't watch back the game, but you know what you did well and what you didn't do well. So, yeah, and then from that, you try to improve on the next day in the training to be ready for the next game.
Okay, I'll teach you a very, very easy word in Cantonese. That is J. But that means you look at something admirably in the sense that you keep watching it because you admire it so much. So when you scored 3 goals, let's say the first match of the season, how many times did you J your own goal?
Did you what?
Did you J your own goal? Watch admirably.
To be honest,
Play, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind. Do you do that?
you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Maybe 20, 30 times.
God. Then you score so many goals and you spend a lot of time Jing your own goals then.
Yeah, because it gives you a good motion, satisfaction. So, and then you are like full of confidence for the next game. So yeah, it's nice.
Totally.
I mean, it's my job to score goals. So when you score goals, you have to appreciate that.
Yes, I understood that very well. So what is the plan after football playing career finishes?
I don't know yet, but probably I'm gonna play golf because I like to play golf a lot, and
What
probably.
is so good about playing golf?
You learn so much about yourself in this sport because it's mentally sport. So you cannot be nervous. You have to be really calm. You have to, So I really like this sport.
You mean to play golf as a career or just habit or just leisure for leisure or for work?
I will try to play golf as a professional.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good. So when is the last time you cried because of football?
When I was in UAE, when we got relegated to second division, and then the year after, this year I decided to stay with the team to help the team, and then the year after we got promoted to the first division, and the last game on the 94 minutes, and I scored the winning goals. So yeah, at that time, because there was a lot of pressure all this season.
But it's so lucky that your team determined to get back to the promotion again,
Yeah.
instead of just leaving the team.
No, they did everything to get back the year after.
The bonding's quite strong.
Yeah.
That's very good. What is the pre-game ritual for you? Anything you would definitely do before a game?
No, I don't have a
Not really.
pre-game ritual. Before I was younger, yes, but now not anymore.
Getting your own goal in the
No.
So what is the biggest sacrifice you've made because of it?
It's to be away from my family.
Oh?
My mom, sister, brothers.
Oh, they're back in France.
Yeah.
List one problem you usually find in young players that could be career destroying. Because you've seen a lot.
Most of the time it's they are not ready mentally to suffer.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally to suffer. What do you mean?
I mean, to be a professional player, you have to make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah.
You have to work really hard, and most of the time when it starts to be hard, the player give up. So yeah, they have to be mentally stronger.
So if you could give one advice to the youngsters that who wants to be a footballer, what would it be?
It's, first of all, you have to be ready to work hard. You have to be ready mentally. You have to be. You must have this desire. You know. I mean, it's not easy to be a professional player because you have a lot of players on the world. Everybody wants to be a professional player, so the place is limited. So you have to be better than your friend, and even if your friend, you have to kill him. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to be ready to, like I said, to suffer because it's not an easy job.
Puisqu'on commence en français, on finit en français aussi. On peut se tutoyer?
Oui,
Quels sont tes loisirs?
le golf.
Seulement.
Yeah, golf, yeah, mes loisirs, ouais. Yeah.
Alors donc quand tu ne travailles pas, où tu te fréquentes?
Ça dépend. J'aime bien visiter, aller dans le centre, ça dépend.
Peut-être c'est une question difficile, mais pourquoi en Premier League, selon vous, mérite d'être regardé?
Parce que c'est un championnat, je pense, qui va évoluer au fur et à mesure des années. Ça me fait penser un peu comme quand je suis arrivé aux Émirats ou même en Thaïlande. Année après année, ça a pris une ampleur et je pense que Hong Kong, peut-être pas aussi rapide que quand j'étais aux Émirats ou en Thaïlande, mais je pense qu'au fil des années, c'est un championnat qui va grandir.
C'est très sympa ça. Présenté dans l'équipe Liman?
Comme tu peux le voir, tu nous as suivis aussi l'année dernière et tu peux remarquer qu'on n'a pas la même équipe. On est beaucoup plus fort tactiquement mieux organisé. Et je pense que cette année, on va créer beaucoup de surprises.
Je suis d'accord. Et on va combien de cette saison?
Ça, je le garde pour moi dans ma tête, mais le seul truc que je peux te dire, c'est autant que je peux.
Okay. Je veux vous remercier et je vous souhaite tous mes meilleurs vœux.
It was my pleasure.
Sorry, how does it feel like to destroy someone's confidence immediately?
So good.